Hi, everyone. Alexander Kaminer here with Twin Shores, the Translator YouTube channel, where we help translate what is happening in the financial markets so people can use them in their day-to-day lives to make sharper financial decisions. I'm here with Tim Nihill, our CEO and Chief Financial Planner, and Alex Krieger, our Digital Assets Analyst. For today's video, we're going to do our biweekly update for the week of September 12th, 2022. And we're here to talk about what's going on in both the traditional and the digital marketplace and share what we're hearing on the street. For today's topics, Tim is going to cover the traditional markets, including Fed rates, CPI, real rates, lowering gas prices, the Inflation Reduction Act, and the tax planning season that is starting to pick up. And Alex is going to cover just what he's seeing overall in the crypto markets, what he's hearing on the streets, and this big ETH merge that's happening tomorrow. If you like our content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below if you have any comments, questions, or concerns. And please remember that anything you hear here is not financial advice, but instead used for educational and discussion-based purposes. Tim, off to you.
Fantastic. Apparently I have a lot to cover, but no, we'll keep a lot of this short and concise. Yeah, so the big news the past week or two is basically CPI, which is basically a measure of price increase in index, which is an inflation number. So the powers that be, or the Federal Reserve, came out and said CPI is now at 8.3%, which is, according to them, red hot, which might trigger them to raise rates anywhere from 75 to 100 basis points, which is basically 0.75 to 1%. Right now, rate hikes and unwinding the balance sheet is what the goal is, and they're going to try to inflate away the debt for the U.S. government. This is just all lining up as the playbook that they've been executing and have been planning on executing for 2.5 years. What this means for your regular people, day-to-day investors, is if you're invested in the stock market, expect, whether it's stock, cash, or bonds, expect much, much more pain. In fact, I was doing some reading last night and I came across information from a bunch of traders, which they think that the market's going to drop so much on Friday this week, on the 16th, that it's going to trigger the market to shut itself down for the day. I don't know whether that's true or not. If it happens or doesn't happen, obviously we're going to see in 2 days, but if it doesn't shut down, we probably came this close to a massive drop that's been avoided. And that's just all part of a centrally planned financial system. So, we're seeing the same old. We're exceptionally bullish and have been defensive, for across the board for us as much as we possibly can. I just think this is really, really lining up to create a massive run, probably in commodities, gold, silver. We call Bitcoin a commodity because it's digital gold, as we're going to see that take place. And I think the final part of it is energy, oil, gas. I think they're just going to have a tremendous run. So when we're working with people and sitting down and going through the investment side, we're just saying, listen, get defensive, get protected, stop playing the stock game, because if they pop that bubble, the valuations on real estate, bonds, equities is toast. So now I think you're at the end point. You're really going to start seeing this stuff really hit home in the next 3 to 6, 9 months. So I think it's going to be interesting. September, October, November, December, and we'll see about next year. On top of that, just tax planning season is here, so get ready. Focus on your retirement accounts. For folks out there that are selling properties or anything like that, have to deal with capital gains issues, doing offsets to mitigate and manage as much as you have to pay in taxes. Your investment solutions and opportunities to manage that is happening right now, and it needs to be done today through year end. So make sure you're looking at all your stuff and make sure that you take advantage of opportunities that are out there and available to you through the investment world.
We'll also have a tax planning video coming out soon, so make sure to keep an eye out for that.
Yep, fantastic.
Alex, what are you seeing in the crypto markets? And then we'll get into the ETH merge.
Sure, crypto markets are looking pretty rocky. We're trying to hold 20,000 with BTC, and with the merge happening tomorrow, Ether took a big, I wouldn't say a big dip, but a $200 dip since I think it was the high back of 1800 back on, what was this? Yesterday? 2 days ago? Yeah, back 2 days ago on the 12th. So I could probably see us going down, retesting the lows like 1350 and then bouncing before the merge happens. Everything I'm reading so far is successful merge moving forward. And the only word on the street I'm hearing is it's with being proof of stake now, it's a lot more centralized. So a lot of the Ether nodes are ran on AWS, and it's easier to have a 51% attack on Ether now.
Is AWS Amazon Web Services?
Correct.
Interesting. Did you just say a 51% attack?
Yeah, 51% attack is when a party or a individual owns 51% of the coins, or you know what I mean,
Right.
and controls the network.
Sure.
Yep. So maybe there's 2 or 3, maybe all the exchanges are working together and creating the rules. I don't know. So that's maybe with BlackRock coming in, big institutions, I could see that happening.
So they're going to potentially control the Ethereum protocol.
Try to, yes.
That's interesting. What happens when if that becomes successful?
Well, if it does, they control the network. They can choose the fee amount, do all that, make their certain ticks they don't want to happen, competitors or vice versa, ticks they don't want to happen, move ticks around, you know what I mean? Ticks as in people's orders and so forth.
Do you think, I'm just asking this question because I've been on Wall Street, so. So let's say BlackRock has the potential to control Ethereum, and Goldman Sachs were launching their first financial instruments on the Ethereum platform about 6 months ago. Correlation?
Good. If 6 months ago they've been scooping it up since the beginning of the year. Right? If that's how it happened too. It's like, oh, okay, well then the dip that happened in May with the whole Terra Luna. So did they not have a play in that either then?
Right.
If they started it 6 months ago? Just
So
seems coincidence that it all fails all around that.
Right. So Wall Street is in then.
Pretty much. They want you to sell your Bitcoin now while it's dumping.
That's always how they get you.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want you to sell now. Take your profits to buy in lower. Hopefully you can. You think I'm kidding, man?
Oh, my chair.
You think I'm kidding? You wait. You're gonna have you talked about that drop on Friday.
Right.
And everyone and everything. So we'll see. If that happens, I guarantee you, come Monday, Tuesday, the following week, Bitcoin, you'll see a big jump then.
That
happens.
I've been inside those 4 walls down there across the board with so many of them, and none of this is surprising. So I guess good for crypto and digital though, if Wall Street's in, because that's the money.
But what are they in is the question.
Yeah, we'll find out after time. It's good for the category.
I agree.
Yep. Positive for the category. Alex Krieger, do you have any more comments, or we could maybe wrap it up?
Nothing really. Just hope for the merge is successful. from all the articles I've read, like computer end, everything's working, right? Now it's if properly, it'll be interesting. And this could be the thing why we pumped, I don't know what. We pumped, when was this? End of August, right? We pumped like to $1,000, right? And from, let's say, July 15th to August 15th, right? That month. I think that was the merge. Everyone was preparing for the merge, big institutions coming in preparing for it. So probably see a little dip, retrace back down to have a double bottom, and away we go by November, December, end of year.
Awesome. Yeah, from the traditional financial side, like we said, start looking at your investment accounts, especially 401ks, IRAs. And then if you're in the tax planning world, start doing what you need to do and take advantage of your opportunities between now and December 31st, because next year is too late.
Right. Well, be sure to keep an eye out for the rest of our videos coming out in the next few weeks. There's going to be some really interesting ones, especially in 2 weeks. Our next market update will be really interesting, depending on how the rest of this week goes. On behalf of Twin Shores Capitals, I want to thank everybody for listening. And if you enjoyed and want to keep up to date on our market updates or just any other videos, please subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, comment. And if you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to reach out through our websites. Tim, anything else to say?
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.